Hello, this is Sarah Griffith from Scaped Outdoors. Today I'm going to be teaching you about a feature that our website has that allows you to get a little bit of pricing transparency before you get in too deep with us in the sales process for your upcoming project. And so what I want to do is talk to you about what that feature is, why it's important, and how you can use it to get an idea of how much your project may actually cost you. So first things first, this feature can be found on our website. It's right on the home screen. It's where you go ahead and click, it's a little button and it says get a project estimate. And what you'll do is you'll go through a series of very simple questions asking things like, what's the goal for the project? It will ask you, what is it that you think you want in your project? So if you want to toggle on the box that you need a retaining wall and a patio and a fire pit, you can do that. Then it will ask you for your contact information. You will not receive the numbers if you do not give your contact information. So you must fill it out. Know that I know that you're filling it out because you want the number. Here's what I also know. Once you get that number, if it felt like a good fit, meaning you get the numbers and you're like, okay, I assume that's what that might cost, I know that the next step is you are then going to fill out the form to contact us to then set up a time to talk more. If you get that number, okay, so it spits it out, it gives it to you in the email, and you're like, ooh, I didn't realize this might cost this much. This isn't the budget that I sort of had in mind, so this doesn't feel like a good fit. What's going to happen is your journey with Scaped, it's going to stop, right? You're not going to reach out because it wasn't a good fit from the numbers standpoint. Now, you may do this and then you get the numbers and you're like, oh, okay, that's sort of what I was thinking this might cost, or I had no idea what this would cost, and this is, the numbers that I maybe anticipated. I still would like to keep moving with Scaped. I would like to have a call or a site visit set up. And so when those things happen, from there, I will be in touch. So I want you to know that in case you're like, I really want to fill this out, but I don't want to have them pestering me. I'm not going to pester you. I'm not going to bother you. I'm not going to really be in touch with you until I see you taking action that you are interested in working with Scaped. So please don't be afraid of that form on our website. From there, what happens is you will receive, like in your email, you will receive a ballpark. I love to remind you that it is a ballpark because every single site is different. We actually really hesitated for a few years on even letting this be a feature that we gave to clients, because truthfully, it's really hard to give a ballpark because every scenario is different. Every job site is different. So this is hard, but it's important and it's helpful to all of us. It helps all of us, all parties involved, you all as the homeowner and us as the business. It helps save us time to ensure that we're working with the right clients. So what's going to be really important is that we get out on site. When we get out on site, that is our chance to take accurate measurements, because you might have thought that it was a 600 square foot space, but really it's an 8 or whatever. So we have to get accurate measurements. We have to also take elevations. We then need to talk to you in more detail about your goals. I've had clients say, I need you to come out. I think I want a sidewalk for my area. And when I got there, they weren't asking for a sidewalk. They were actually asking for a raised patio. They just didn't know that's what they were asking for. So again, this is where we really can work to get clarity on the project. We can talk about your budget because you already know the information of what this might cost. And from there, you can say, you know what, I saw that the range for this patio was, I'm picking a number, $20,000. How could I maybe get it closer to 18 or 15? Or, you know what, I really love this product and in the catalog, and I see that it's probably a more high-end product. Where are we probably looking? Am I gonna have to spend $5,000 more? Is it 15? Like these are the time where we can have these conversations of like, I know what the ballpark is. Here's where I want to be. How can we get there? What can I use to get there? What can I not use? What do I have to do in phases? That's where we have these types of conversations. So this tool, again, gets you the ballpark, but the site visit gets you closer to knowing the real, true, absolutely, here's the number. Once we do the site visit, we will turn an estimate around to you. You are not going to typically receive that estimate via email unless it's a simple project where there's no need to have a conversation. However, most of our projects are not that case. They are bigger outdoor living projects. And so the next steps is we're going to get on a call on Google Meet, or we're coming back to your house. It's your call. You can decide how you'd rather do it. but we'll go over the estimate together and we'll give you the exact down to the cent number of what your project is going to cost. At that time, you have the opportunity to obviously, talk it over. We don't need an answer on the spot. But at that time, with our estimates, electronic, you have the option to turn on work areas. So you might have just asked us for lighting, sidewalk, pool deck, landscaping. You're going to see the whole number, okay, the full price. But you might say, okay, I think I'm going to wait on the landscaping. I want to put in the hardscape this year. I want to do the landscaping next year. I'm not going to turn on the option for the landscape work area. And then it's going to show you your new number. Once you get your number from us, when you get your estimate after the site visit, that is not changing. That is your number. And so you have a very, very, very clear picture of what it will cost to do this project. Now, I'm going to challenge you and encourage you to not do this step if you're not really ready to do the project. If you're like, someday I really want to do my backyard. Okay, great. Use the budget tool, get the numbers from the website, and then revisit this when you're ready. These appointments are very, they're very important. We value your time. We value our time. We don't want to be going out on site if the client is not wanting to do this project for a really long time. These appointments are earmarked for the clients who are ready to roll. They are ready to do the project. They want to know the numbers so that then they move forward to putting the project under contract and getting it scheduled. That's the whole process. That's what it looks like. I think also it's very important too to ask the question of when can this be done? Because if you wanted your project done right now, we might not be the best fit because there is a chance that we have a wait list. Oftentimes we have a couple month wait. And I think that speaks to the type of business we run and the type of contractor that we are. And some things are worth waiting for. And so you won't always be able to see us and approve the estimate and have the project start right away. And so that's where this decision making it's all really important, because once you make the decision and you say yes and you're under contract, you are you're in the queue, you're on the wait list. And so that's what we work to do as we go through this whole process. So I know that was a lot of information to take in, but I want to be very clear on this distinction that the website tool will give you a budget number. It's close, but it's not the exact number. The exact number has to come from us being out on site, meeting with you, talking with you, presenting the estimate to you. So if you fall in camp A, where you're just, this is a dream project, I'm curious how much it might cost, stick to just the website project estimator. And I will know that if you didn't fill out the contact form next, that you were probably just like getting ideas. You were doing a little bit of early planning. But if I see you on our website do the estimator, and then the next step is I saw you filled out the contact form, I know you're serious and I know that you want us to come out. And so then I'm going to prioritize getting you an appointment on our calendar for a site visit within the next week. That's always my goal. So I hope this is helpful. I hope you appreciate and enjoy the tool on the website. And we really look forward to working with you and being able to provide you with an incredible experience while working with Scaped.